other man, I saw a video. It didn't make it to the news or anything. Um, this sub-Saharan African, he was just walking past. He saw a man in England, stabbed him to death, and just kept walking. And the CCTV camera picked up his casual walk away from the crime scene. Those are the kind of people that people are talking about. People are saying we don't want that in our country, and he takes holier than thou position. These virtue signalers, they tell you, "Oh, we will live in security in our secluded posh community, but you poor people, you should put up with it. You should embrace these people who've come from foreign cultures who share nothing in common with your way of life. You should tolerate that. Get stabbed, get raped, get your girls raped. You should complain about it." That's what he's saying. No, Keir Starmer, your time's up. The days of virtue signaling others to keep sacrificing on your behalf, on behalf of your bad policy decisions, no, those days are over.
And I don't think that's British. That is not the decency and respect that we are known for. But it's here. That politics is with us now.
Forever.
And you'll see it again on Saturday at a march designed to confront and intimidate this diversity and this diverse country. That is why this Labour government will block far-right agitators from travelling to Britain for that event.
This government will block far-right agitators from coming to England. So it's not just a message to the foreigners, but also to the locals that if you go there, we'll be watching you like hawks. And in my opinion, that deterred a lot of people from attending that march. But it still was a success by any stretch of imagination. I would say that this was the second biggest political rally. It's actually not even a political rally, it's a cultural rally. That's why Tommy has done something really remarkable about this whole thing. He's not labeling it as a political movement, he's labeling it as a cultural movement. It's the culture, it's the revival of British culture, being proud of British identity. Yes, the definition of British identity had been somewhat contaminated, had been diluted, but we need to have firm parameters around who can be called British, and it's not race-based as he would like you to believe.
Because we will not allow people to come to the UK to threaten our communities and spread hate on our streets.
Shut up. So he said this, and then after that, look at this. He's personally overseeing the security arrangements. Look at this.
The coalition will take, so that bottom map there. The blue route to the other side is the route that United Kingdom will be
What a robot.
We'll be using public order conditions.
What a clown.
And their form-up locations. And then NAPRA intend to run.
What a clueless twat. Look at him. He's sitting there. Yes, those far-right thugs, they're going to cause violence. Let me tell you, last year in September, they expected the same thing. Only 20 people were arrested. Half of them were counter-protesters, okay? 12 people in a rally of 1 million people. That is amazing. You don't find it anywhere like that. You go to the MCG, you get more people arrested, okay? To watch a cricket match between Pakistan and India, okay? You get more people arrested. Actually, you'd expect that there. But, okay, the UK versus England versus Australia, you get more people arrested over there. But he's sitting there like, oh, this is a major concern. It's a matter of national security. All hell's going to break loose if we don't do something. Look at him. What a twat.
Rally at Waterloo Place, and United Kingdom would tend to rally at Parliament Square. So we're going to have a fairly sizable sterile area between that.
So, and after that, he gave this speech. I'm so sorry. This is the last speech I'm going to play. Okay, I know you hate it. I'm sure you hate him as much as I do. I just hate the way he speaks.
Tomorrow's march in London is a reminder of what we're up against in the battle of our values. The organisers, including convicted thugs and racists,
This is a guy who proudly defended and successfully got child rapist out of prison.
peddling hatred and division. Plain and simple.
Nothing wrong in hatred and division. Law-abiding people want to be separated from people who don't obey the laws. There's nothing wrong with that. these distinctions exist for a reason. Cultural distinctions have been with us since the dawn of time. Cultures matter. That's why people aggressively fight to preserve their way of life. There's a reason behind that. These forces are bigger than lefty or righty politics. These are biological forces that humanity has been dealing with for thousands of years, ever since the dawn of civilization. Cultures, societies, ways of life, they matter.
Their goal is to convince people that Britain's problems are caused by those.
Shut up. Okay, you get the point. He's just blaming them. So let me just quickly tell you, look at this. 423 people were arrested in Nottingham Carnival 2025. Palestine Action protests, 890 arrests. London Unite the Kingdom rally in September last year, only 25 arrests. And in this year's rally, I think there were only 10, 15 arrests as well. Let me show you the caliber of people, because some counter-protesters, some virtue signaling people who think that they are riding on their moral high horse, they have their morality covered, they are the good ones, and the patriots are the bad ones. Those people turned up too. I think there were 2,000 or 3,000 of them. Zara Sultana turned up there and she said, oh, 250,000 people. It's pathetic. I'm not even going to get in that. Let me show you the difference. So this little girl also attended Tommy Robinson's rally. Have a listen to her. Have a listen to her. Have a listen to how she speaks.
I'm here to protect the kids and how I have the streets safer for when I have kids, because I'm scared. Because I'm scared if anything's going to happen to me. Because being a white girl is really scary at this time. Loads of people call me racist for going to these, but I just want to be able to feel safe in my own community, and I just want to be able to walk the streets like my dad and my mum used to without a worry.
Not going to school at the moment. What's happening there?
People are calling me racist at school for going to the marches, and they're calling me far right. But the thing is, I'm not far right. I respect everyone's cultures, their religion, where they come from, and their background. I just want to be able to feel safe.
Listen to, I mean, the child is innocent. I feel bad for the child. I think children's social services should get involved and immediately remove this kid from the care of her parents.
Show him your
That's her mother. They always look the part, don't they?
sign.
All right, let's see. Fuck off Nazis. Yeah. All right, would you like to elaborate?
I mean, I think he summed it up really. Nazis are
He. It's a he.
fuckers.
Okay. He's fired
Anti-Tommy
up.
Robinson, anti-division, pro-Palestine. So why are you here, Roshi? What do you
Every position she said, he, I actually don't know what it is. Every position, I'm going to go with she because that's my best guess. It might be a she. Might have transitioned. I don't know. Every position she took, just because she took it, you should take the opposite position.
Palestine? So why are you here?
He's fired
Anti-Tommy
up.
Robinson, anti-division, pro-Palestine. So why are you here, Roshi? What do you feel about Tommy Robinson?
Your thoughts on Tommy Robinson?
I want to eat him. He is a big bucket.
Did he say I want to eat him? Yeah, I want to eat him. Oh my God. So these are the people we're dealing with, guys. When remember when Keir Starmer said that, oh, this rally, that's what we're up against. No.
Welcome back. Let's go straight over to my next guest, former Met Police Detective Mike Neville. Hi, Mike.
Yeah, good evening from sunny Spain.
Oh, yeah, you're always on your travels. You're down in Benidorm, aren't you? You lucky thing.
Yeah.
Well, back here in Britain, we got a story for you. One hell of a story. Not an uplifting story. This is Kent Police. They've recorded a terrifying crime suspect, a 1-year-old girl who was reported to police for inflicting a minor injury on another toddler. This is a baby. They recorded this baby's name and wrote her down as a crime suspect. Now, this shocking fact emerged as a result of a Freedom of Information request to Kent Police, as a response to which they were forced to reveal that from January 2023 to December 2025, so just gone, they investigated these ridiculous Rozzers, investigated 683 youngsters under the age of 9. Of these kids, 6 were 2-year-olds, 11 3-year-olds and 20 4-year-olds. Kent County Council's Cabinet Member for Children's Services conceded that the stats, and this is a quote, are not great. They're embarrassing. A crackdown on baby desperados. Haven't these coppers got anything better to do? Well, they have, haven't they? Why don't they go out, instead of arresting babies, how about they go out and arrest some proper criminals, get the bad guys? What on earth do they think they're playing at, Mike?
Well, it's just crazy, isn't it, Kevin? And what's the impact on these children's lives? You know, later on in life, somebody will do this search and they'll their name will come up, and it's just it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's obviously that you know, the kids have been lying in a place together. One's moved their arm and hurt the other one, and the parents have complained, but there's just literally no common sense. This is the problem today. Everything is computer says no, you know. So this is recorded. It's ridiculous, and every minute that this matter is recorded is time that the police are not out there catching robbers, rapists, you know, robbers and whatever else. It's just utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, and what they will do, if you got in touch with Kent Police and you said, what on earth are you playing at? They'd say, oh, well, it's police regulations, we have to write all this down. No, you don't. Not in a sane world. It's a bloody baby. 1-year-old girl, and you're recording that as a crime. That 1-year-old baby girl was recorded as a crime suspect. I mean, come on. What I mean, who on what planet is that not utterly insane and an egregious waste of police time?
Well, it's on Planet Woke, isn't it, where all these things happen? We're not on Planet Woke, are we, Kev? Me and you are not on that planet.
No.
we don't understand that planet. But what you've got to imagine is the people who write these things down, they think they're doing the right thing, you know, and they write it down. And what happens is it's like checks on people. Rather than checking on Ian Huntley, who murdered 2 girls, they do a DBS check on everybody who's got children, and the children live with them. And so that's it's a safeguarding thing. They think they're doing the right thing. They can justify themselves. And the net result is all this time is wasted, and real criminals get away with it because of nonsense like this. Yeah,
so this Cabinet Member for Children's Services in Kent County Council, a guy called Councillor Paul Webb, he admitted the findings are not great. It's not clear what he meant by that. I hope he meant it's not great that coppers are wasting their time on little children. He might have meant that it's bad news that 683 kids under the age of 9 found themselves as crime suspects. But they shouldn't be crime suspects, should they? Chief Superintendent Rob Marsh, head of Kent Police's Strategic Prevention Command. What the hell is that? What is that? What does that mean?
A lot of old rubbish.
Yeah.
Old rubbish.
Well, anyway, the head of Kent Police's Strategic Prevention Command, Rob Marsh, said, we can receive reports of crimes by children from various sources, including from victims, family members or schools of other agents. Hey, Chief Superintendent Rob Marsh, head of Strategic Prevention Command, there is no such thing as a victim of a crime by a 1-year-old baby girl. There is no such thing as a victim of a 1-year-old baby. That's absurd.
Kevin, you can hear him saying it in a Keir Starmer voice, can't you? Yeah. That zippy voice. We have to report every crime. These are the sort of boring individuals which have taken over our nation and will just do whatever the process. Remember, Keir Starmer says all the time, the process. And there's not, when the process is there is no common sense whatsoever. We're not going to